Ladies, when someone no longer respects your energy, your love, or your presence, it's a sign. A sign to stop trying to fix what isn't broken within you, but what cannot be mended within them. This isn't about blame, it's about alignment. It's about understanding that you are not here to shrink to fit someone else's limited perspective of your worth. Walking away is self-respect. This simple yet profound idea holds immense power to transform the way we view ourselves and the relationships we keep. At its core, it's a statement of worth, a reminder that we are not bound to remain in situations or relationships where our value is overlooked, our feelings are disregarded, or our energy is drained. It's a decision to choose ourselves over the fear of loneliness, the comfort of familiarity, or the illusion of change in someone who isn't willing to grow. When you choose to walk away, you are setting a standard for how you deserve to be treated. This is not about pride or ego, it is about integrity. Self-respect demands that we align our actions with our values and beliefs. It asks us to honor the truth that we are worthy of love, kindness, and respect, not as rewards for what we do, but as a recognition of who we are. Staying in a situation where those fundamentals are absent sends a conflicting message to ourselves. It whispers that we're willing to accept less than we deserve, which slowly erodes our confidence and self-worth. Walking away is not an easy decision, especially when emotions are involved. The heart often clings to what is familiar, even if it's painful, because the unknown can feel terrifying. What if we never find someone who values us? What if we regret letting go? These questions can paralyze us, keeping us tethered to situations that no longer serve our growth. But self-respect reminds us that fear is not a reason to stay. Fear may try to convince us that we are safer in the comfort of misery than in the uncertainty of freedom. But true safety lies in being true to ourselves. Walking away requires courage. It is a bold declaration that says, I deserve better even when the world around us suggests otherwise. It is an act of defiance against the inner voice that tells us we're not enough, or that we're too much, or that we must settle for whatever comes our way. Choosing self-respect means choosing to silence those voices and replace them with affirmations of worthiness. It means looking at ourselves in the mirror and saying, I am worthy of love. I am worthy of respect. I am enough just as I am. The act of walking away also fosters growth. When we release what no longer serves us, we create space for what does. It's like pruning a tree. Cutting away dead branches may seem harsh, but it allows new, healthy growth to flourish. In relationships, this means letting go of people who drain us emotionally, mentally, or physically so we can attract those who uplift, inspire, and nurture us. It's about recognizing that not everyone we meet is meant to stay in our lives forever, and that's okay. Some connections are lessons and some are blessings, but none are worth compromising our self-respect. Walking away teaches us the importance of boundaries. When we stay in situations that don't honor our value, we blur the lines of what is acceptable in our lives. Over time, we may find ourselves tolerating disrespect, neglect, or even abuse simply because we've forgotten where to draw the line. But when we walk away, we reaffirm those boundaries. We say, this is what I will accept, and this is what I will not. Boundaries are not walls to keep people out. They are guidelines to protect our peace, our energy, and our sense of self. This act also inspires others. When we choose self-respect, we send a powerful message to those around us. We show them that it's okay to prioritize themselves, to demand respect, and to walk away from what no longer serves them. This ripple effect can empower others to make similar choices in their own lives, creating a cycle of respect and empowerment. Walking away doesn't mean you don't care. In fact, it often means you care deeply about yourself, your well-being, and your future. It's an act of love for yourself, a recognition that you cannot pour from an empty cup. It's acknowledging that your happiness matters and that you deserve to be in environments where you can thrive. At the same time, walking away is not about blaming others. It's not about labeling them as bad or wrong. It's about accepting that they are who they are and that who they are may not align with what you need. It's about taking responsibility for your own happiness and making choices that reflect your values and priorities. Walking away is self-respect because it is a choice to honor yourself above all else. It's a reminder that you are not defined by how others treat you, but by how you treat yourself. It's a commitment to living authentically, to standing firm in your worth, and to refusing to settle for anything less than you deserve. In the end, walking away is not a step backward, it's a leap forward. It's a decision to choose growth over stagnation, peace over conflict, and self-respect over self-sacrifice. It's about recognizing that you have the power to shape your life, to set your standards, and to create a reality that reflects your highest self. Walking away is not just an action, it's a statement that you are worthy, you are enough, and you will not compromise your self-respect for anyone or anything. Walking away creates space for growth. This idea holds a transformative power that we often underestimate. In life, we tend to cling to people, situations, or habits out of familiarity, even when they no longer serve us. However, growth demands change, and change often requires us to let go. Walking away isn't an act of abandoning responsibility or giving up. It's an intentional choice to prioritize your personal evolution over comfort. It's about recognizing that every time you hold on to something that weighs you down, you're delaying the opportunities that are meant to elevate you. When we stay in situations that hinder us, we're essentially occupying a space that could otherwise be filled with potential, progress, and purpose. Growth requires room to breathe. Just like a seed needs soil, sunlight, and water to flourish, we need an environment that nurtures our aspirations and aligns with our values. If the soil around you is depleted, staying won't change its nature, but leaving allows you to plant yourself in fertile ground where you can thrive. Letting go also shifts your energy. When you walk away from a toxic relationship, a draining job, or a situation that depletes your spirit, you reclaim your energy and redirect it towards something productive and fulfilling. It's as if the act of walking away resets your internal compass, allowing you to focus on what truly matters. This redirection of energy often leads to clarity. Suddenly, you begin to see possibilities you hadn't noticed before, opportunities that were hidden behind the fog of stagnation. Walking away is not about avoiding discomfort. It's about embracing the discomfort of growth. Growth is rarely comfortable because it challenges you to step outside of your comfort zone, to face the unknown, and to trust that better things lie ahead. This process of letting go and moving forward strengthens your resilience. It teaches you to trust your instincts, to have faith in your ability to adapt, and to believe that you are capable of navigating whatever comes next. Leaving behind what no longer serves you is also an act of self-love. It's a way of saying, I deserve better. This is not about entitlement, but about honoring your worth. It's about understanding that you are not obligated to stay in spaces that stifle your potential. Walking away is an acknowledgement that your dreams, goals, and happiness matter, and they are worth pursuing, even if that means taking a step into the unknown. Growth is a natural part of life, but it requires us to shed the old to make way for the new. Think about the seasons. Trees lose their leaves in autumn, not because they're dying, but because they're preparing for renewal. Similarly, when we walk away from what no longer serves us, we are not losing, we are preparing ourselves for growth. The process of shedding is necessary for renewal, and though it may feel painful or even frightening, it is ultimately liberating. Walking away also teaches us about alignment. It helps us understand that not everything or everyone is meant to stay in our lives forever. Some experiences are temporary, meant to teach us lessons or prepare us for the next phase of our journey. When we hold on too tightly, we resist the natural flow of life, and this resistance can lead to frustration, unhappiness, or even despair. But when we release what no longer serves us, we align ourselves with the flow of life. We open ourselves up to new experiences, new relationships, and new opportunities that resonate with who we are becoming. Growth often requires a leap of faith. Walking away may feel like stepping into uncertainty, but it's in that uncertainty where magic happens. It's in that space where you discover strength you didn't know you had, talents you hadn't yet uncovered, and a depth of resilience that surprises even you. It's in that space where transformation begins. By creating room for growth, you invite life to show you what is possible beyond your current circumstances. When you walk away, you are not just closing a door, you are opening a new one. You are allowing yourself to move forward unburdened by what has been holding you back. This act of release is a declaration of trust in yourself, in the process, and in the universe. It's a way of saying, I am ready for what's next. Walking away creates space for growth because it removes the limitations we often place on ourselves. It frees us from the narratives we've been told or the roles we felt compelled to play. It reminds us that we are not defined by our past, but by our willingness to embrace change and strive for something greater. Growth requires us to let go of the old, not as a rejection of where we've been, but as a celebration of where we're going. Ultimately, the space we create by walking away becomes fertile ground for new possibilities. It allows us to rebuild, to redefine ourselves, and to realign with our purpose. It's not an end, but a beginning, a chance to step into the fullness of who we are meant to be. Walking away may feel like a loss in the moment, but it is always a gain in the grander scheme of life. It is a testament to your courage, your strength, and your unwavering commitment to growth. Walking away demonstrates courage and strength. It is one of the most challenging decisions a person can make, yet it is also one of the most empowering. When you walk away from a situation, a relationship, or a commitment that no longer serves your well-being, you are taking an act of bravery that prioritizes your growth and happiness. It is not easy to leave behind what is familiar, even when it is uncomfortable or harmful. Familiarity creates a sense of safety, even if it comes at the cost of your peace. Walking away is the choice to value yourself enough to step into the unknown, despite the fears and uncertainties that come with it. Courage is not the absence of fear, it is the ability to act despite it. Walking away often requires facing fears of loneliness, failure, or judgment. Society may impose expectations and others may criticize your decisions, but courage means standing firm in your truth and choosing what aligns with your values. This choice takes immense strength as it requires you to look inward, confront your own doubts, and trust yourself. It is about breaking free from external pressures and reclaiming your power to shape your own life. Strength is not just physical endurance, but the inner resilience to make decisions that protect your peace, even when it feels like the world is pulling you in another direction. Walking away allows you to reclaim your identity. When you remain in situations where you feel undervalued or unseen, you can begin to lose sight of who you truly are. You may start to shrink yourself, compromise your values, or suppress your voice to maintain harmony or meet someone else's expectations. Over time, this erodes your sense of self and creates a disconnect between who you are and who you're pretending to be. Walking away is an act of self-preservation. It is a way of saying, I will no longer diminish myself to fit into spaces that don't honor my authenticity. It is a return to your true self, a self that is deserving of respect, love, and fulfillment. When you choose to walk away, you are redefining your boundaries. Boundaries are essential for healthy relationships and a balanced life, yet they can often be blurred when we prioritize others over ourselves. Walking away is a bold declaration of your boundaries, a way of affirming what you will and will not tolerate. It is not about shutting people out or being unkind, it is about creating a safe space for yourself where you can thrive. Boundaries are not walls, they are bridges to healthier connections, both with others and with yourself. Walking away helps you enforce those boundaries with clarity and confidence, reinforcing your commitment to your own well-being. Walking away also serves as a catalyst for personal growth. Every time you walk away from something that no longer serves you, you create space for something new. It is like clearing out a cluttered room to make way for fresh energy and possibilities. Growth often requires letting go of the old to make room for the new, and walking away is a critical part of that process. It teaches you to trust in the cycle of life, where endings lead to beginnings and losses pave the way for gains. Personal growth is not linear, and walking away is rarely easy, but it is a necessary step toward becoming the person you are meant to be. Walking away requires deep self-awareness. To make such a decision, you must first recognize what is no longer serving you. This requires honest reflection and the courage to face uncomfortable truths about your circumstances and your role in them. It is not about blaming others or pointing fingers, it is about taking responsibility for your own happiness and choosing what aligns with your highest good. This level of self-awareness is empowering because it puts you in control of your life. It reminds you that you are not a victim of your circumstances, but the author of your story. Walking away inspires others to do the same. When you have the courage to leave behind what no longer serves you, you become a beacon of strength for those around you. You show them that it is possible to prioritize themselves and make choices that honor their worth. Your actions can ripple out and encourage others to examine their own lives, set healthier boundaries, and make decisions that align with their values. Walking away is not just a personal act of strength, it is a powerful example for others to follow. Walking away is not about giving up, it is about letting go. It is about releasing what no longer aligns with your purpose so that you can move forward unencumbered. It is about recognizing that holding on too tightly can prevent you from receiving the blessings and opportunities that life has in store for you. Letting go is not a sign of weakness, but of wisdom. It shows that you understand the importance of flow and are willing to trust in the journey, even when the path ahead is uncertain. In the end, walking away is a profound act of self-respect. It is a declaration that you value yourself enough to make hard decisions, to face your fears, and to choose what is best for you. It is a way of honoring your journey and embracing the truth that you deserve a life filled with joy, love, and purpose. It is a reminder that strength is not measured by how long you endure, but by your willingness to let go and move forward. Walking away is not just an action, it is a testament to your courage, your resilience, and your unwavering belief in your own worth. Walking away creates opportunities for something better. This idea is rooted in the understanding that life operates in cycles, and endings are often the precursors to new beginnings. When you choose to walk away from situations, relationships, or environments that no longer align with your growth, you are essentially clearing space for new possibilities to enter your life. Clinging to what is familiar out of fear or comfort often keeps us trapped, unable to see the opportunities waiting just beyond our current circumstances. By walking away, you signal to the universe that you are ready for change, growth, and the fulfillment of your potential. Life is filled with moments where we settle, not because it feels right, but because it feels safe. Safety, while important, can become a cage when it is mistaken for fulfillment. Walking away is an act of courage and acknowledgement that the safe choice isn't always the best choice. It is about recognizing when something has run its course and no longer contributes to your happiness or personal evolution. Walking away doesn't guarantee immediate rewards, but it opens the door to the unknown, a space where growth, new relationships, and unimagined opportunities can thrive. This leap into uncertainty is where transformation begins. Opportunities often remain hidden while we are focused on the wrong things. When we are stuck in situations that drain our energy or distract us from our goals, we lack the clarity to recognize the better possibilities around us. Walking away shifts your focus, enabling you to see those opportunities with fresh eyes. It creates a mental and emotional reset, a space where you can evaluate your priorities and realign with what truly matters. The act of stepping away from what no longer serves you is like clearing a fog. Suddenly, the path ahead becomes clearer, and you can move forward with purpose and confidence. Walking away is not just about leaving, it is about choosing yourself. It is a declaration of your worth and a commitment to your happiness. When you stay in situations that don't serve you, you send a message to yourself and others that your needs and desires are secondary. By walking away, you take back your power. You show yourself and the world that you value your well-being and are willing to make hard decisions to protect it. This self-respect becomes a foundation for your future opportunities, as it sets a standard for how you allow others and the world to treat you. Every ending holds the seed of a new beginning. Walking away is not a failure, it is a transition. It allows you to shed the old and prepare for the new. Consider the example of a tree shedding its leaves in autumn. This shedding is not a sign of weakness or loss, but a natural part of the cycle of growth. Similarly, walking away is a necessary part of your journey. It allows you to grow, evolve, and move closer to the life you envision for yourself. It teaches you to trust in the process of life, even when the outcome is uncertain. Walking away also teaches patience. When you let go of something, you may not immediately find what you're looking for, but that doesn't mean it isn't coming. The space you create by walking away is like fertile ground that must be nurtured and cared for before it bears fruit. This period of waiting can be uncomfortable, but it is also a time of preparation. It teaches you to be patient, to trust in the timing of your life, and to believe that better things are on their way. The act of walking away is a statement of faith, a belief that the future holds greater possibilities than the past you've left behind. Walking away also breaks the cycle of settling. Many of us find ourselves in repetitive patterns, staying in situations that don't serve us because they feel familiar. This familiarity can create a sense of dependency, making it harder to leave, even when we know it's the right thing to do. Walking away disrupts this cycle. It forces you to confront your fears, challenge your assumptions, and make choices that prioritize your growth. This disruption is not easy, but is necessary for breaking free from old patterns and stepping into a better version of yourself. Finally, walking away is an act of trust in yourself, in the process, and in the future. It requires you to believe that you are capable of navigating the challenges ahead, even when the path is unclear. This trust is empowering. It reminds you that you are not defined by your circumstances, but by your choices. When you walk away, you choose to believe in your potential, in your ability to create a better life, and in the opportunities that await you. This belief is a driving force, a reminder that the act of letting go is not an end but a powerful beginning. Walking away is not an easy decision, but it is often the right one. It requires courage, strength, and faith. It demands that you confront your fears, challenge your assumptions, and prioritize your well-being. But in doing so, it creates space for growth, self-discovery, and transformation. It allows you to leave behind what no longer serves you and move toward a life filled with opportunities, fulfillment, and purpose. It is a profound act of self-love and a declaration of your worth, a reminder that you deserve the best that life has to offer. Walking away is an act of self-love. It is a powerful way to affirm that you value your well-being, peace, and happiness above all else. In a world that often pressures us to conform, to endure, and to settle, walking away challenges the narrative that staying is always noble or strong. It is a declaration that you will not compromise your worth or allow yourself to be diminished by situations or people who fail to honor you. Choosing to walk away is choosing yourself, and that choice can be transformative. It reminds you that self-love is not selfish, it is necessary for a fulfilled and meaningful life. When you walk away, you are setting a precedent for how you deserve to be treated. You are establishing boundaries and refusing to accept anything less than what you know you are worth. Often, people stay in situations that deplete them because they believe it's their duty to endure or because they fear being perceived as weak. But strength is not found in enduring what breaks you, it is found in the courage to leave what doesn't serve you. Walking away sends a clear message to yourself and to others that your peace and happiness are non-negotiable. It reclaims your power and reinforces your belief in your own value. Walking away from a situation that no longer serves you also forces you to confront your fears. Fear often keeps us stuck, whether it's the fear of being alone, the fear of failure, or the fear of the unknown. Walking away requires you to face these fears head-on, challenging the narratives that tell you that leaving is too risky or that you are not strong enough to stand on your own. In doing so, you begin to unravel the false stories that have held you back, replacing them with a deeper trust in yourself. Each step you take away from what no longer serves you builds resilience and confidence, proving to yourself that you are capable of navigating life's uncertainties. Walking away creates the space for healing. When you stay in situations that drain you or bring you pain, you don't allow yourself the opportunity to heal. Walking away is like closing a chapter in a book that has been weighing on your heart, freeing you to turn the page and begin anew. This act allows you to focus on your own needs and invest in your own growth. Healing doesn't happen overnight, but walking away is the first step in a process that ultimately restores your sense of wholeness. It allows you to reflect, to forgive, and to rediscover the parts of yourself that may have been lost or overshadowed in the process. By walking away, you also allow yourself the chance to realign with your values and goals. Life has a way of pulling us in directions that may not truly reflect who we are or what we want. Sometimes we become so entangled in relationships, commitments, or environments that we lose sight of our own purpose. Walking away is a way of pressing the reset button. It's an opportunity to ask yourself what truly matters, what you want to achieve, and how you want to live. This clarity can be profoundly liberating as it reorients you toward a life that feels authentic and fulfilling. Walking away can feel like a loss at first, but it is often the beginning of true freedom. Letting go of something familiar can be painful, even if it's not good for you. But as you walk away, you begin to shed the weight of what has been holding you back. You release the need to please others, the need to prove yourself, or the need to fit into spaces where you don't belong. This freedom allows you to step into your own power and to explore new possibilities that align with your highest self. It opens the door to growth, to joy, and to a deeper connection with yourself. Walking away also teaches you the importance of trust in yourself and trust in the journey. It's not always clear what lies ahead when you choose to leave something behind. The path may feel uncertain and doubt may creep in, but walking away requires you to trust that you are making the right decision, even if the outcome is not immediately visible. It requires faith in the idea that what's meant for you will find you, and that by letting go of what no longer serves you, you are creating room for something better. This trust is not easy, but it is empowering, as it reinforces your belief in your own ability to navigate life's challenges. Walking away is not a rejection of others or circumstances, it is an embrace of yourself. It is about recognizing that you cannot pour from an empty cup and that your well-being is essential to living a purposeful life. When you walk away, you are choosing to honor yourself, to prioritize your peace, and to invest in your future. This choice is not always easy, but it is always worth it. It is a reminder that you are deserving of happiness, of love, and of a life that reflects your true worth. Ultimately, walking away is an act of transformation. It is not about giving up, but about letting go of what holds you back so that you can move forward. It is about embracing the unknown with courage and trusting that the journey ahead will lead you to something greater. By walking away, you step into your power, reclaim your identity, and open yourself to a life filled with possibility and purpose. It is a profound statement of self-love and a testament to your strength, resilience, and unwavering commitment to your own well-being. Walking away is a profound act of choosing peace over chaos. In life, it's easy to remain in situations that drain your energy, create confusion, or diminish your sense of self-worth. Often we convince ourselves that enduring such circumstances is the only option, but that mindset traps us in cycles of discomfort and frustration. Walking away is a declaration that you refuse to be consumed by negativity or be a participant in dynamics that compromise your inner tranquility. It's about understanding that peace is not something that others give you, it is something you cultivate within yourself. By walking away, you prioritize your mental and emotional well-being, opening up space for harmony to thrive in your life. When you walk away, you send a message to yourself that your peace is priceless and not worth sacrificing for anything or anyone. This decision may not come easily because it often requires leaving behind familiarity and comfort. However, the cost of staying in chaos is far greater than the temporary discomfort of walking away. Peace is not just the absence of conflict, but a state of mind where you feel aligned with your true self. By choosing peace, you break free from the distractions and disruptions that keep you from living authentically. Walking away becomes a step toward reclaiming control over your life and your narrative. Walking away also reshapes your perspective on boundaries. Boundaries are essential for maintaining peace, but they are often overlooked or undervalued. When you walk away, you assert those boundaries, making it clear that you will not tolerate behavior or circumstances that disrupt your well-being. It's not about rejecting others or avoiding challenges, it's about setting a standard for what you will and won't allow in your life. This shift in perspective empowers you to make decisions that protect your peace without guilt or fear. It's a reminder that saying no to what doesn't serve you is saying yes to what does. In choosing peace over chaos, you learn the value of letting go. Letting go is not a sign of weakness, it's a sign of strength and wisdom. It's about releasing attachments to things, people, or situations that no longer align with your higher purpose. This act of letting go can feel like a loss initially, but it is, in reality, a gain. It frees you from the burdens that weigh you down and allows you to move forward unencumbered. Walking away teaches you that peace comes not from holding on tightly, but from knowing when to let go and trust the process of life. Walking away also teaches you the importance of discernment. Chaos often stems from a lack of clarity, whether it's about your goals, values, or relationships. By walking away, you gain the clarity needed to distinguish between what is essential and what is not. This discernment allows you to focus your energy on what truly matters, eliminating the noise that distracts you from your purpose. It's a process of refinement, a way to align your actions and decisions with your deepest intentions. As you walk away from chaos, you cultivate the clarity needed to create a life that reflects your values and aspirations. Choosing peace over chaos also strengthens your resilience. Walking away is not always easy. It requires courage, self-awareness, and trust in yourself. It's a decision that may be met with resistance or criticism from others, but it's a choice that ultimately empowers you. Each time you walk away from chaos, you reinforce your ability to stand firm in your convictions and prioritize your well-being. This resilience becomes a cornerstone of your character, enabling you to face future challenges with greater confidence and grace. It reminds you that peace is not something you stumble upon, it is something you actively create and protect. Walking away is also an act of self-love. By choosing peace, you affirm that you are worthy of a life free from unnecessary stress and turmoil. It's a commitment to yourself, a promise that you will not settle for anything less than what uplifts and fulfills you. This act of self-love radiates outward, influencing how others perceive and interact with you. When you honor your peace, you set an example for others to do the same. It's a ripple effect, inspiring those around you to prioritize their own well-being and make choices that align with their values. Ultimately, walking away from chaos is about creating a life that feels true to you. It's about stepping away from distractions, drama, and negativity to focus on what truly matters. It's about finding the courage to say no to what doesn't serve you and yes to what does. This choice is not always easy, but it is always worthwhile. By walking away, you reclaim your power, honor your worth, and open the door to a life filled with peace, purpose, and possibility. It's a journey of self-discovery and growth, a testament to your strength, and a celebration of your commitment to living authentically.